Ladies and gentlemen, one and all, welcome to House Flipper, strangely enough. Yeah, so as of recording this on the Tuesday, there is no stream. Because I've only just got home and it's about 6:30, and I haven't eaten. So, rather than do a stream, I decided to do a recording. And, well, you know what? I've been playing this a bit too much, probably, over the past few days, because it was on a free to keep thing on Steam. I don't think that's still active, so yeah, if you have a look now, it's probably back up to full price. But, anyhow. At least you get to see what abominations I create. Like, for example, this shit. That I haven't even painted properly, judging by the fact that there's an empty square there, and there is a thing there. Because I, had to put in the wall here. I split the room in half. Yeah, this is my office. I'm probably going to change this colour. I wanted something purple, but I didn't realise it would be this purple. So yeah, that'll change it eventually. Let's go and see what we've got, shall we? We've got a fair amount of that. How much money do I have? A fair amount of money. Could buy me another house. Do it up. See how much I can make. Sold 4 houses so far. Got some decent profits on them. Yeah, 10k on that. 4k on that. 4k on that. 6k on that. So not the most profits, but some decent profits. I'm sure there is some, trick to getting the most profits possible, but yeah. You know what? Let's go for the commissar's house. A house for general renovation at a bargain price. Functional, spatial layout of 3 rooms, a kitchen, and a bathroom. It says 6 rooms. Fine. You know what? I don't care. Let's go. Be nice to have a desk near the bed. I don't even know who I want to try and make this for. Here we are. Suddenly sneezing. Jesus. You know what I didn't do? I didn't pick up some extra flamer fuel either. That's fine. Okay, so the layout of the house is everything's fucked. Cool. That's good to know. I agree, there is so much trash here, it is kind of silly. Whoever lived here before was clearly a bit of a slob. But what can you do? What can you do? I can't judge people's lifestyles. I'm not exactly the best at keeping my place tidy. Although it's much, 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 much better than this. Don't know what this person was a commissaire of. Oh, there's even bloody holes in the wall. Yeah, that's just wonderful. There's a ton of weeds in the garden, and not the type that makes you hungry. Let's have a look around the outside. Some more weeds there. The outside of the house doesn't look too bad. I don't actually have the gardening DLC, so Yeah, the free thing only gave away the base game and some of the other DLCs. What was it? It's the Cyberpunk one and the other one. Survival. That's the one. So yeah, that's. But yeah, there's no other holes. It is just internally, though there are holes. I shall have to do all the weeding later. Though I don't know if it actually really matters. So we've got... This is the living space. Or the living room, as the case may be. There's another hole there. There's more hole there. More hole there. That's cracked, but it seems to be in good enough condition that it's not telling me to. This place definitely seen better days. And this looks to be a bedroom. Okay, so got kitchen, office space perhaps, or I don't know. I mean, it could be a secondary bedroom, but I don't think we've got many families to really. I think probably office space, personally. Right, let's get to cleaning. I've not unlocked everything yet, but I've got most of the way. Keep randomly sort of jabbing the mop at things. I'm sure that's how you clean. That is on the outside, I believe. Oh no, it's not. It's gone now. Get rid of this rug, that's for sure. In fact, we're pretty much just going to gut the place. We're going to get rid of every single thing in this entire goddamn building, because this is pretty much condemnable, as far as I'm concerned. Is that on the ceiling? No, whatever it was, it's gone now. Did a hurricane hit here? Quite possibly. Quite possibly. I didn't actually read the starting thing. I not reach that. Under here somewhere, I think. Unless on the ceiling. Ah, it was on the ceiling. Okay. Right. So that's... come on. Game. So that is getting cleaner. That is something. That's not... Get in here. Wooden paneling in a bathroom. Interesting. Interesting. I personally prefer tiles in a bathroom. But to each their own. Though I am not really a housing enthusiast. Like, playing this is very out of character for me. Move objects. Actually, no, sell objects. No. Let's get rid of all of this shit. They will start complaining because there will be no furniture. But, quite frankly, I don't care. Why is the switch there? We will we'll move that. The shower is... Oh, no, there's another switch there. Okay. all fine. The shelves, they look drab. Those look terrible. Granted, the stuff that I add later is not going to be much better. Oh, shut up about your expensive furniture. Get rid of all of this. Absolute rubbish. Okay, that's... we'll get rid of you as well. That should be the place clear. So that's... and that's gonna go... That can go... That can go... That can go. Right. We've cleared the place out. Now... We're going to have to get some plaster, because there is a lot of holes. No, that's build wall. Where was plaster? Oh, that's in the tablet, isn't it? Tablet. Tablet? No. Plaster. Plaster bucket. There we go. Right. You going? Any further? There we go. More there. We're painting this room later, so it's fine. Who owned this place before? I should have looked at the actual description of the house, really, shouldn't I? That probably would have been, you know, kinda useful. It's a shame it's not this easy to plaster in real life. Maybe I might be good at things like DIY if it was this easy. And that did... That's not how words work, but, well, we'll go with it. Yes, I'm in the middle of repairing the walls. It's fine. Give me time. Is that it? Still have a few walls to repair. Whereabouts? Don't see any more. Oh. I missed that. Anything that I missed here? Oh, tell me when there's a thing that I've missed. Oh, up there, no. Oh, it's right here. How the hell I missed that, I don't know. Only one wall left to plaster. Is there? That's news to me. Care to point it out to me, or are you just going to keep shouting at me from a distance? It really is like being in a customer service job. Don't actually tell me where the things are. Just shout at me. Till eventually I find it. Yeah, this is not my strong suit, I will admit. I am not the best at finding the random cracks in walls and stuff like that. It might even be outside, though I don't remember seeing one outside. Ah, found it. See ya. Right. Walls repaired. No. Let's just dump that outside for now. We'll probably sell it later. Get some of the money back. Alright, so, where the hell do we even start? Well, there is a good place to start. Getting rid of these doors. These doors are terrible. They look unsightly. And you know what? I'm actually tempted to get rid of this door as well. Replace it with a clean one. Yeah, I'm going to. Right. Door. Kind of a door do we want? Julia Dark door number 11. Pastel door number 11. I can make my house even more purple. I'll just honestly go for like a basic. There's the. There you go. Well, I say basic. They're not that cheap. Well, it seems like there's a lot of. Go for a brown door, or do we go for a white door? Or do we go for a black door? Thinking maybe we go for a white door. Yeah. I didn't put that in the right. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this actually divisible by? Is there actually a halfway point here? This infuriates me. Is there actually a... Hang on. Where's the wall? Right, 1, 2. 1, 2. 3. 4. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So... I can't make this centered unless I reduce the size of this room in order to make it... In fact, even that wouldn't work because... no, actually it would. I get my hammer. No, it wouldn't work because that's an outside wall. Actually, no, it would work. So if I reduce this by 1, it can be centered. Ha. But then I'd have to do this for the whole lot. So this room would also be smaller. What's more important? The space or the mirror? Not mirror. I've forgotten the word now. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. You know what? Before I make a decision, let's do the bathroom, because that is not changing in size. And we are going to have to put down some doors, and we are going to put down some tiling, because, yeah, this is wood. I'm sure people have wood in bathrooms. I'm not a fan of it personally. I say with wood on the floor in my house, but you know, I'm renting, so I don't really have a choice in the matter. What kind of tiles we want? White, orange, light grey, dark grey, black. Do the checkerboard thing. Well, we're going for a relatively, like, light feel to the place. So something like that could work. Then replace the ones on the walls with... So that was light blue. Ceramic tiles blue, ceramic tiles green, wall tiles green, dark green. So apologies for yawning. Yes, I am a bit tired. Between the fact I've pretty much drained my social battery multiple times the last few days, and the fact that I'm on some new medication. Yeah, I'm a little bit drowsy. Did I just go into the bathroom as well? No, I didn't. In the front room, sorry. I mean, this looks fine. It's not like the worst. I need more tiles. Walls as well. Or on the window. There we go. Oh, it's much lighter now. Let's not put them on the roof. Right, so stack those, and then we don't need the rest. So it's fine. Alright. So what do we want in here? That's the key. So there is space for a radiator. There's space for a washer. There is space for a shower. But there is... Oh no, there's space for a sink. And, okay, there is space for everything, technically. Right. That's fine. So let's grab... shower. A Denton shower? No, I think not. Probably just get a cause. Why not? Frame. So it's sort of a black and white theme in here. I wonder how this would look. Doesn't look too bad. One thing I'm not going to do is get a black toilet. I made that mistake in the past. I'm not doing it again. It looks absolutely awful. The hell? Kissing compact toilet. I don't really want to know. Why would you want to kiss on the toilet? Hmm. To be honest, probably just a standard. Where's the thing got there? Right, so needs to be about there. Can I get past it without? It's a little bit too far. I can't pick it up though now, unfortunately. It's fine. Then we want the washer. Mountable washer. That can go. That can go sort of about there-ish, I think. Should be fine. And now we do the one that always glitches out for me because, well, you'll see in a moment. In terms of view, it glitches out. Yeah, because the camera... Oh, there we go. I didn't know if I waited it fixed itself. Okay. I stand corrected. Don't mind me. There we go. Yeah, it is... So over here in the UK, normally we will have the washing machine in the kitchen. That's where we would normally have it. But this is obviously American, or based on American housing, the actual, I think the actual company is not in the US. I'm not entirely sure where they're from. But, it's fine, we'll fix that in a minute. Right, sink. Mountable sink. And screw that on. And there we go. One sink. Put in. Perfect. Technically, you don't actually have to follow the order it's giving you, but and a radiator. Assuming it'll fit. It does. Well, some things you have to do in the order it gives you, but like I can, there we go, screw both of those at the same time. Somehow. Okay, the bathroom is now looking a lot nicer. It's still missing a door. That's beside the point. So how's about interior door? So we got a bit of a black and white theming going on, so in theory we could do that one. What's this one? Does this give me... Okay, this gives me a lot of choices. So as this is for a bathroom... Is that in the correct spot? It is. It's not in line with the... That is going to infuriate me, it really is. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Like, I've definitely made worse than this. Okay. So I guess next we'll move on to the living area. And we'll get rid of this goddamn rug. Because it is absolutely awful. Let's close that door. Actually, no, let's sell that door. I don't know why it's still here. Oh, so it's not just me that has to use front doors to make back doors. Let's replace it. Front door. Smack. There we go. That's better. Just ignore the wall here. Right. So first off, clean the window. Don't smash the window. That would be counterintuitive. You don't want to be having to pick up glass. Yeah, I found that if you hold the left mouse button before the Hoover thing turns up, then it will actually partially like clean a section of the window out for you, so you can just finish it off. I think we're actually pretty much done with cleaning and stuff. There we go. Nice. Alright. Living room. What do we want? Oh god, we're already at half an hour. Well, this was supposed to be a shorter video, but it will not be. Alright. So there's a radiator thing here. The kitchen is big enough to get a dining table in it, so we don't need to worry about that. Let's get a sofa first and foremost. Let's not get the ones that look like they come from a vampire's castle. We'll go for a corner sofa. That is quite expensive. Oh god, that's quite big as well. Yeah, that's not gonna fit. Okay, scratch that. Sofa. Big light sofa. Make it darker if we wanted. It's blackwood. Blackwood is fine. How does that look? Well, it looks a little bit posh for what's here. Maybe I should just start with painting. You know what? Fuck it, we'll start with painting so I can see how things look against the painted walls. Paint is in their walls. What colour do I want to go for? Perhaps vanilla flower. Or maybe we just go for outright Snow White. Or White Snow, whatever it was called. Or something grey, maybe. Pale green. Rose shadow. We want the lighter colours. Particularly for this room. Let's try a vanilla flower. How does this look? looks kind of sickly. Though it's not too far off what we do in the UK. Normally, houses in the UK, when they are rented by the council, they will be painted in magnolia. I don't know if that's still the case, but that was the case when I used to live in a council house with my parents. I'm really not liking that. I'm really not liking that. I mean, to be fair, I should have looked at how it looks lit up. No. No, not a fan, not a fan. Could actually go for a lighter blue colour, a sky blue. How does this look on the walls? That strikes me more as child's room. You know what? Alright, about 5 minutes later, and I've come to a decision. I'm just going to paint the room white, and I've got this steel chalice, or silver chalice, or something like that. What was it? Silver chalice, that's the one. To go around the windows. So, that leads us to our furniture. Furniture. Living room. Now, of course, we're going to need a cupboard. And in fact, that's actually the right colours. Yeah, that's actually the right colours already. So let's put you here, probably. Might actually be worth putting 2 down. Why can you not go right up against the wall? Because the wall is not where I thought it was. Okay, so I can't put you... I might be able to change the layout slightly so I can have a second one there. Can we... My hammer. There's my hammer. I mean, technically, if I wanted to, I could make this like a whole thing. Like a whole space. Have a... like a... what's it called? Thingy kitchen. But... yeah, I don't want to do that. I've done a fair amount of those, so I'd rather not do any more. Oh, I should probably put the walls up first, shouldn't I? Let's build walls. What do you mean I can't put it there? Why not? Are you in my way? No, it's because of that, isn't it? Okay, fine. And then one more. The walls. Let's go there. 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 And then build lintels. There. I will ignore the colour of the door frame because, you know, that's going to be fixed later by a door. I'm standing in a paint pot currently. We get that one more across, so it's perfectly... Yep, we can. Excellent. So there's a little gap there. Can I put anything in that little gap, or is that going to be a waste of time? We will find out later. For now, however... tables. A marble coffee table. Sure. Why not have a marble coffee table? Dump you down there for a minute. Oh. I get the feeling this radiator is going to be a bit of a pain. Because I'm not going to be able to put the thing up against the wall. Sofa. Armchairs. No, sofas. Like, how big is... Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to be able to put a radiator against... Because I want... You know what? You don't get a radiator there. So where... Out here-ish. Out there? Yes, yes, I'm getting you a TV. Calm your... Cool your jets. I want a hanging one. And I want it to be a relatively large one as well. Okay, that's a bit too big. The hell? Did I just... No, I didn't. Okay, that's fine. What about a medium? That is also a bit big. Also, it's not going against the wall, probably. That is... Do people need TVs that big? Is this a thing? Well, who am I kidding? Of course it's a thing. Home cinemas are a thing. Small one, then. You see, something between that and the medium would have been fine. Just have the... Turn that on. Oh, it's good enough. Well, of course, if we've got a TV, then we're going to want some sort of sound system, aren't we? Sound. Devourer of Souls Duck. What the hell? Why is there no... Okay, TVs and speakers. Okay, never mind. Not TVs and speakers. Electrical equipment, entertainment, TV speakers. Right, so let's get... Speaker mountain. What is that? Oh, that can go in there. No, let's not put it there. That'd be silly. Right, so... There. And... Out there. That's not symmetrical. Also, that's the wrong way around. I'm confused which way is the right way around. I'm guessing it's that way around. You know what? That's close enough. And then a horizontal loudspeaker in between the two. Proper sound system. Probably. I don't know much about sound systems. A DVD. Ooh. A DVD player. I put that the wrong way around. I am a melon. Maybe we should have them on a... what's it called? This could be... No. Ah! It's so close to being able to fit in there. Put in the air purifier anyway, just because we can. Let's then get the radiator thing back out. Radiator plumbing system. There we put you there. Radiator. There we go. Nice and simple. Why does it zoom in when I do it that way? It's already starting to look relatively nice, I'd say. I mean, this isn't perfectly, like, you know, like, perfectly centered with the window, but yeah, it's gonna be easier said than done to do that. Right, so let's get the doors in. Interior door. It was that one? Or that one? That one. Which one did I pick? This one, wasn't it? I presume so. 3 with a little thing at the bottom. Oh yeah, it's this one. Right. So it was white wood. And because it's a living room door, we shall have it as glass. No, not handle. Frame. It should be black wood. And let's make sure to line it up properly. Okay. Another. And another. I think we've pretty much just accepted our loss with regards to the state of the symmetricality here. So we are just going to replace all the doors with these doors. And this was going to be a bedroom, wasn't it? So let's black that out. Oh. Wood. Don't want people seeing what goes on in the bedroom. There we go. Mind you, all the living room, all the kitchen, all the office. Right. Okay. So. Is there anything else we need in here? Well, obviously we need a plant. Because you can't sell a house without a plant. It's tradition. Or at least it seems to be tradition, considering that people like the plant. Decorations, plants. We shall get ourselves a, I don't know, holographic plants. You could get a yucca. Romantic roses. Crane flower. At a floor plant. It is. I won't even put it. Put it in the center of the room, clearly. We put it on the table. There it would screw with things. Just put it there, I guess. Okay, so it's just the old couple that likes the plants. The other people who are currently more in the running are not really a big fan of it. Though I will get another one actually, just because. No, we'll get one in. We'll get a smaller one in the sort of study area. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a study. So let's get on with that. We are at 51 minutes. I did not expect this video to be so long. I mean, I knew this took forever, but I expected me to be putting more pauses in. I could, like, you know, go and edit this like a normal YouTuber, but why would I do that? You don't get the full experience. Paint. So what paint do we want to study? Also, why am I trying to paint via that when I could just do it via this? So we are going to, again, want a lighter colour. I'm thinking we want something like gold champagne. Some sort of yellowy colour. In fact, let's try gold champagne. It's very beige. Though I don't really know what I was expecting. I mean, it's called gold champagne. It's going to be relatively golden and champagne looking. Some walls fighting with each other for the textures. You know what? It's very beige, but I can see it working for a room like a study. Let's get desert sand. I did not want a big one. I only want a small one because it's just going to be for literally the windows. I don't even know if I should be doing this, to be honest. I could just paint it all with the same colour, which is what I've done for all my other houses, but I decided to give it a little bit more life. In theory. Alright. So, for a study, you need a desk. That's usually important. Ideally an adult desk, not a child's desk. This one might do. Could we fit that in there? I can't fit that in there. It's literally so close to being able to fit in there. Okay, what if I just did it this way? Nope, can't do that because of the freaking radiator. So, in theory, I would need to knock out that one wall in order to fit that in. Is that... Okay. Oh, I've sold my paint pots now as well, so I'd have to buy another paint pot just to paint the bloody wall. Yeah. Okay, is there any smaller desks? Or even smaller corner desks? This one. Whitewood. There we go, that's smaller. It's not the right... there we go. And we want an office chair of some sort. Furniture. Office. Chairs. Daylight office chair. Go. And for storage, we want these. Again, we want white, because that's the theme we've got going here. Grey beach. Now, this is not something you can stick on a... just get rid of this. And then put that in there, maybe? It's so close to being able to fit, but it just can't. Got rid of that power socket for nothing. Okay. I mean... there. Not all my documents will fit that. Well, that's fine, because I'm getting more storage. Light colour bookcase. So we wanted grey beach and white. There's a place for my documents. Cool. That guy's happy. At least. That's something. So what else do we want? In terms of office stuff. Just a wooden drawers. How's about that? That is not as big as I thought it was. But... it does mean that there is plenty of storage. Okay, I need a socket. Does it come under? Here we go. Double electrical outlet. And of course, it's all using blooming American sockets, not the 3-pin plugs. Only hang it on a wall. Yes, I've tried to hang it on a wall. What do you think? I'm trying to stick it on a chair. Unless I, like, just put it up here or something. Make it work. Okay. This is where I find out that that's not the... No, no. You've got a 3-pin plug there. It's the wrong way around, but you do have a 3-pin. another down there just in case. Right. What was the furniture office? Unless it's under decorations. Oh no, it'll be under electronic equipment, won't it? Entertainment. Panoramic monitor. I'm not sure. It's a bloody gaming computer. I mean, it's got to have my signature on it, doesn't it? And suddenly, that guy shot to the top of the list. Omnibox Fez. What the hell is that? Cyber Post newspaper. Guessing these are from the cyberpunk thing. Backlit keyboard. Ooh. It has to be purple. And it has to not be upside down. Mouse. Gaming mouse. Might as well. We've got all out, so fuck it. Let's go all out. I didn't actually put a mouse mat in. It's fine. Gaming PC tower. No, not pink, purple. Package of tiles would be useful. Somehow I don't think a package of tiles would be particularly useful for this. And oh, console. No, I want a router. Can I put it on like the windowsill or something so we can get a better signal? Okay, put it on there. Now you can't say I don't give them, like, give my tenants everything. That's a lot of expenditure right there. Well, I guess that leaves the kitchen and the bathroom, and technically the corridor as well. So, kitchen. What do we want in here? That is the question, isn't it? I also didn't put any decorations in the other room, but that's fine. Paint. I think we're going to want Snow White again, to be honest. Where's that? Yeah, we're going to want this. Because kitchens, I don't know. I just feel like they should be more sort of white or white-ish colour. Reason being that you can see when the walls are dirty. And need it clean. I mean, really, if you're working like a professional kitchen, you should be doing that every day, but or at least near to every day. I'm not sure of the. I'm not a kitchen person, so I don't know what the professional etiquette is. I would assume it's every day. Gordon Ramsay gets angry if it isn't every day. So, you know. And we will do the same as we did with the other room, with this darker colour here. To make the windows look like they've got a little bit of I don't know what the word is. So there. Ow, I forgot a wall. There we go, it's fine. Perfect. So, kitchen. What do I want? Furniture, kitchen. Is there enough space for this? There is. Perfect. There's also a radiator space. So, of course, we will put that in. Now, there is one small problem with me having put in this snowman's thing. There's no space for the cooker. Well, there's a little space here. Ooh, this. Can we fit that on the end? No, we can't. What if I put that in like the corner or something? If I just move this. Alright. We yeet it. Could even give them a double oven. No, let's not give them a double oven. We do need a refrigerator, that is true. Or as I call it, a fridge. Let's put it next to the cooker. No, let's not do that. I'd probably put it in the corner over there, as far away from the cooker as possible. So it doesn't get heated up. There we go. But this. It looks lonely, if you know what I mean. Is there like a smaller version of that snowman's? There's a bigger one. There we go. So that does not have a sink. Need a built-in sink. Okay. We can get some kitchen things at least. It does look a little weird over here on its own. Is there like an even smaller one then? It's 2 meters. That seems a bit too... Yeah, that's a bit too big. That's way too big. Okay, why don't I just search snowman? I want a... Here we go. 45 centimeters. That's much better. And there we go. So it does at least have... Yeah. And now that's not quite so, like, isolated. You do have an oven. At the very least. You know what I've not done in any of these rooms is put up lights. Lights are normally an important part of a house. And missing them is probably going to cause some problems. Alright. Dining table. Table. Dining room. Oh, this is very fancy looking, isn't it? Light narrow table. I'm not sure I necessarily agree with that one. because it's effectively going to be an island in the middle of the room. Umbry wooden table. That is too big. Unless I put it up against the wall. But then you'd have to... You'd really struggle to get things in the oven. You could do this. Big enough to have guests, at least. Chairs. Umbry wooden chair. That does not look even remotely comfortable. Please tell me there is a more comfortable chair. Metal chair, even worse. We're not here to torture our... It's not really tenants, is it, actually, because they're buying it off us, but you know what I mean. Yeah, that'll do. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. There. I think that looks nice. It is very old-timey in terms of, like, it being effectively just black and white. But, details. As far as I'm aware, when it comes to, like, modern things, quote-unquote, yeah, it is a lot of whites and blacks and generally, like, various shades of those two. Alright, for the bedroom, I'm going to put it in the blue. I don't care if it looks like a kid's room. I'm going to put it in the blue. We are going to put in a blue shadow. Because we can. Now you can paint a wall. Yay! Nearly done. Nearly done. If you've somehow managed to make it all the way through this video, then... well, thank you and congratulations. I don't know what I'm sort of really supposed to say to something like that. I'm not a YouTuber. I say I'm not a YouTuber. I've been going longer than some other YouTubers. Quite a lot of other YouTubers, actually. I started relatively early in YouTube sort of thing, but I kept deleting my channels, as I've mentioned before, so yeah, I ended up having to start anew. Liberty Blue. I'm sure Super Earth will be very happy. We are instilling liberty. On the walls. I still haven't played Helldivers. It's not the sort of thing I would generally play. So, I've spent a lot of money on this place. I hope these people are grateful. Beds, decorations. This definitely should have been a stream, though. Definitely should have been a stream. Hang on. Furniture. Bedroom. Beds. Okay. Do we want a double bed? Can a double bed fit in here? It can. Is there then going to be enough space to put in a cabinet for storage? Possibly. So let's get bedside cabinets. That looks fairly modern. To be honest, that looks like the kind of thing that I wouldn't actually mind in my place. But, fine. One for each side. And wardrobes. Mime wardrobe. Put some wardrobes in. Actually, let's put the chest of drawers in as well. Yes. 2 in. So that should be okay, actually. Oh, radiator. Yeah, might want that. This is a bedroom. If there's any place you want a radiator, it's in your bedroom. Although saying that, mine's on. Why the fuck is my... I bet I turned it on this morning. I forgot to turn it off. Well, my power bill today is going to be rather exceptional. Oh well. Right. With that, dressing table sets. Do they need a dressing table? Is this dressing table still a thing? Give them a mirror, I suppose. Give them a mirror in the bathroom. Oh, I didn't put a radiator in the office either. Oops. Radiator. Assemble. Okay. Before we do anything else, lights. What kind of light do we want? How much light does that give? There. That gives a decent amount of light, and it looks fairly modern, so you know what? And by fairly modern, I mean, well, look at it. Rich looking. Yeah, I get the feeling he's going to be the one that buys this place. Despite the fact it's set up for multiple people. Yeah, all looks good. Bathroom needs a light. And I sold the switch, didn't I? Light switches. Now, I do like putting in the Solace Dark switch. Have that as black. That will do. Let's not put that on the shower. There we go. Nice. We're going to want some blinds in here. Blinds. Short blinds. Do we want those ones or do we want these ones? What's the difference? It's not. Why is it not going in the window? That's a single blind. I bet that's why. Not saying that. Okay, what if I tried to put that in the... Like, you want a blind in the bathroom. You do not want people seeing you shower. That is just... Okay, so it works with that one. Oh, I have to assemble it, don't I? Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait, no. I don't actually on that one. Let's try not to sell the windows. There we go. For this one, I want the light-colored Roman blinds. Now, I don't exactly... Okay, so it's not a difficult project to assemble. That's something. This video is long enough as it is. And then that. Yeah. That's fine. That's good. That's good. Well, it could be better. I will admit, it could be better. Like, for the living room, I think actually it would be better to have those in the, like, bathroom only. Maybe the kitchen as well. Kitchen could have metal blinds. Living room could have cloth. Is there like curtains in this game? Can you make curtains? You can have curtains. Okay. Light colored curtains. That is a bit too... Yeah, they're not gonna be... Yeah, we're not gonna be doing anything with that. Okay, it's fine. But it's something to keep in mind for another house. And let's also paint the corridor in white. Might as well. This is supposed to be a light, airy space. Which, as far to my home knowledge, just means that everything's meant to be really, really light in colour. Much better. I think I might have overdone it, actually. I do also need to do the outside of the house. Keep in mind. But I'm going to need a ladder for that, because it's a little bit too high for my stumpy legs. Anything I've forgotten? Oh, yep, the blinds in here. Blinds. Clotho short blinds. It was that one, wasn't it? That this whole thing I haven't leveled up once. Though I get the sneaking suspicion that I'm already at max level on most of the things I've been doing here. I think the thing I've done the least is, like, demolition. There we go. Turn the light up. Very nice. Very nice indeed. And I said I was going to put another plant in the in here, didn't I? So let's get another plant. Plant! That's not going to work, is it? Never has worked. And it's not going to work now. That's furniture. Plants. And we will, of course, make them purple. So let's put some paintings on the wall, maybe. Pictures, paintings. Cat guarding the night. A meadow full of flowers. A forest road. View in the morning. A red square. Water lily. You know what, we'll go with a water lily. Why not? Put that up on here or something. And we will put... inspiration boards. No idea what those are. Sunset over the water. That looks very nice. Let's put that in here. So that should be everything. Although there is one thing that I noticed that kept being called out in my previous places. Sauna. That's a sauna heater. Sauna. Oh, sauna door. Okay, so... that would need to be a room all of its own. Okay, so... or in the garden, possibly. I'm not sure what that dot is. Is it saying that there's... is it just saying, like, tree coverage, or... oh, yeah, it's saying tree coverage. Okay, that's fine. So, I'm just going to paint this quickly off screen, and then we'll probably call it a day. This has got to like 1 hour 30. This is going to end up being one of the longest videos I've done, isn't it? And we are done. So, I have pretty much just gone around the entire place. Painted all the walls, but I've also done a few final yeah, I don't know what happened there. But yes, I just went around and painted the whole thing. But I've also done a few minor things to the interior, just to tie it all together, including adding a picture there. In that room, I had a microwave oven because I could. We'll ignore all the sockets. I can't be bothered. And I added a mirror in here. There is a mirror now. But yeah, that is about the extent of that. I think this is a very nice place. I would live here myself if I actually had the money to do so. But anyhow, I mean, technically in the game, I could actually live here if I wanted, because I could just move my office here. But nope, we are going to sell this one. And hopefully it sells for a decent amount of money, or at least more money than I spent on it. So, yes, I bought the house for 45,000. God, 1 hour, 48 minutes. The floors are bare. I forgot the flooring! I need a separate office. You have a separate office, you... Wait. Family Johnson brought it? Family Johnson brought it. How the hell are you going to get all those people into the... You know what? I'm not going to question it. I made 8 grand on it. It's fine. Maybe they just wanted to shove the grandma somewhere or something. One of the kids. There you go, son. Have a random house. And now we're back to the purple monstrosity. Yes. Oh, and yeah, because I put the wall up here, technically you can see through to the purple there. Yes, it's like living inside Grimace's ball sack, but no matter, no matter. So, that is House Flipper, and is my current sort of obsession, even if I am quite forgetful and will usually forget to do certain things, like the flooring in every room except the bathroom. I forgot lights one time. That was quite the error in judgment. But no matter, no matter. I wonder how long this one's going to take to upload. No idea, but hey, at least it wasn't 2 FPS. So, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed it. And until next time, I have been Caldaris. Goodbye.